Good evening, everyone, family, friends, haters, lovers. Welcome for another episode. I was, as I always do, I think a lot, right? Sometimes I reflect back over old memories and, places I've been in life, mindsets that I used to have that I don't have anymore. And I remember in this time, right, where I had a female family member. I'm not going to say what relation she was to me, or is to me, well, she's still my family member, but I'm not going to say what relationship because she watches my videos and I don't want to put her business out there, right? So by me having a lot of female family members that are in relationships or married, y'all won't know which one I'm talking about unless you know the story too. So I'm not saying any names or relation, just family member. So that was this incident. That was this time of her life, right? Where she was with this guy in a relationship. She was all in love. Oh, she loved this man. Young man, rather. They're young. Oh, she loved him. I mean, worshiped the ground he walked on. And supposedly he loved her too. They were in love. Two youngsters in love, living life. Everything going smoothly, right? But I would notice that every time I look around, she was needing help with bills and needing to borrow money and stuff like that. Would you say, well, that's cool, that's a woman. But she was living with the dude. They were living together. And she always would have to borrow money. Little knick-knack stuff, needing to pay, a little bit behind on this bill, a little bit behind on that bill, some grocery money, a little gas money, little stuff like that, right? And it got consistent and consistent, right? More and more. So I asked one time, I said, well, oh boy ain't helping you? He ain't working right now. I said, well, when last time he worked? She couldn't even remember. Just thinking. I said, okay, I ain't say nothing. I let that blow over a little bit. Okay, he ain't working. Y'all live together. He ain't working. You get up and go to work every day. You paying all the bills. And then you having to come over here and borrow money to get help. And you got a man living with you, but you're in love. Then there'll be times where he will be fussing. Her boyfriend or whatever the hell. He'll be fussing and talking shit like, he runs things, you know what I mean? It's his house and blah, blah, blah. He just was, like turning up. Like he was that guy. I done heard him say, I'm the man of the house. I ain't working nowhere. So, I remember one time it came to a head with me and my female family member, right? I was like, look, love is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with being in love with somebody. You love him and he loves you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you don't need to be with no broke ass man. I don't care. Love ain't shit when it comes to surviving if he can't help you. Y'all living together. You the only one working. You getting up, killing yourself, trying to pay all these bills by yourself and feed his grown ass and you. So I don't, I ain't cool with that. You keep coming over here asking for money and asking for help and shit, but yet you got a man living with you. You don't need no broke ass man, baby. You got to do something about that. Get you somebody that's gonna help you. You don't need no broke ass man. Fuck love. Love ain't that important. It's survival out here. It's hard out here. You need a man that's gonna meet you. Either if he can't meet you halfway, he better do something. You ain't got no business in that paying all them bills by yourself while he laying up on his ass. I'm just talking. I'm just letting her have it. And then as I finished my little spiel, my little speech to her about not having a broke ass man, a man that ain't doing shit, a man that don't want nothing, a man that ain't got nothing, he just love you, I had a flashback. And then I started feeling like a hypocrite. Like, damn, Big Ward, her boyfriend that you going off on her about, that was you. As the song say, it's fine when they do it, but the problem when I do it. The problem when however the shit go, y'all know. I might have got it backwards. I'm not a youngster. But I had a flashback and something hit me like, man, you being a hypocrite right now, Big Ward. That was you. You remember that time you were laying up on somebody's daughter? Wasn't doing shit? Wasn't working? Didn't want to pay shit? Say if them folk don't pay you $20 an hour, you ain't working no damn well and you have no skills? You turn it over, slide running out your mouth 4 o'clock in the morning while your girl getting up going to work, you drooling in a deep sleep. You don't remember that, Big Ward? While you talking about that young man? You did somebody's daughter like that too. But it ain't all right when it's your family. So the moral to the story is what I'm asking y'all fellas, that be talking about these women just want money. They don't want shit. They don't, all they want is money. Do you want your daughter to be with a man like you? Are you the type of man that you want for your daughter? Or your family member, or female family member, are you that same type of man you want for her? See, for my family member, I wanted the good, the provider, the man to get up and go to work, help pay, or if not all the bills, take care of my family member, my loved one. See, that's what I wanted for my family member. But I wasn't that for somebody else's family member. It was fine when I was laying up on my ass on somebody's daughter, or somebody's cousin, or somebody's niece. It was fine when it was me laying my big sorry ass up. But it wasn't fine when it was somebody laying up on my family member, my little sugar booger. It wasn't fine then. But I couldn't realize that until it happened to me. When I was doing it, and this particular woman that I was with, mama couldn't stand me because I wouldn't do shit. Her daughter going to work, this and that. I couldn't stand her mama. Because her mama couldn't stand me, even though her mama was right. I'm laying up in on her daughter while her daughter working her ass off. I ain't doing shit. And her mama going off on her about that. You shouldn't have no man laying up in here with you ain't doing that. Now, like, she need to stay the fuck out of our business. I'm the man of the house. She need to mind her business. That's what I was saying when it was me laying up on her daughter. I couldn't understand why she hated me. I ain't gonna say she hated me. She didn't respect me and didn't appreciate what I was doing. The burden that I was putting on her child. I couldn't get that. Until later on down the line, somebody was putting that burden on my family member. Then it hit me. Now I realize what she was talking about. My ex-girlfriend mama from back in the day. Now I realize the problem she had with me. It wasn't that she hated me, because I ain't hate the dude. It was that she wanted somebody better. She wanted a man for her daughter. A man to do the thing that a man's supposed to do. Not one of these little boys ripping around here talking about what they don't supposed to do for a woman. A woman only want money. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That's all these hoes want is money. That ain't all they want, but that's a big part of it, because that's the Bible. That's life, man. In other words, she want to eat. She want a roof over her head. She want to make sure she able to flick the switch and the lights come on. She a hoe for that. To a lot of you guys. Well, I'm finna open your eyes to the fact that that's the facts of life, baby. That woman didn't create. That woman didn't create this world. She was given it. Just like Tupac said, I didn't create this world. I was given it. The same world you were given, she was given. So the purpose of this video is to stop us from hating women and dogging women because they have a desire, an innate desire to be taken care of, to be helped. Yes, they should help us too, but I found myself in a situation where she was doing all the help and I wasn't doing shit. There's a lot of that going on nowadays with men. Don't want to do nothing for a woman. Cause you feel like she using you for them $30 on a light bill. She using you. Are you the kind of man you would want your daughter to be with? That's the question. Because at that time back then, no, I was not the man. If my daughter was with a man like me, I would have had a fit. Leave that sorry ass nigga over there where he live. I'm talking about me. If I saw my daughter, which I don't have a daughter, but I got a son, I can imagine if I love my son, I know I love my daughter this much too. If not more, because she was a girl. If my daughter was had a man laying up in the house with her, like how I was back then, I would have been mad as hell. No, I wouldn't have wanted my daughter to have a man like me, the way I was. Now, the man I am now, I'll be proud of her. But the man back then, no. So while y'all complaining about these women nowadays, ain't hitting on shit, all they want is money, whatever, are you the kind of man that you want your daughter to be with? While you complaining about the women, let's take a self-check first, fellas. What about you? Before you go to complaining about the women, are you deserving of the type of woman you say you're supposed to have? Do you want your daughter with a man like you? Answer that question honestly. You can lie to me, you can lie to your fellas, you can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. Most of y'all wouldn't want your daughter with a man like you. I know I didn't. So here I am, tripping on this young man because he reminded me of me. He reminded me of me. And I couldn't stand it until I got slapped in the face by God or whoever it was to open my eyes instantly like, that's you, bro. That's you at his age. So instead of you coming down on him, teach him. That's why I'm where I am right now with the teaching part of myself. Instead of coming down on people, I talk about the problems or whatever, but I also want to help you get into the solution, to help you do better. I ain't gonna just talk about you and leave you hanging right there. Now I want to tell you what to do about it. That's where my teaching came from. Wanting to teach and help and guide and mold. Cause that thought came to my head and said, instead of coming down on that young man, cause he's just like how you were, teaching what you did, how you got out of that mind phase, out of that mindset that kept you laying up on somebody's daughter, not helping. Tell them what you did, what you was thinking, and how you came up out of it. And from that point on, that's what I've been doing. To anybody that'll listen, young, old, fat, skinny, tall, short, I try to give anybody the information and the knowledge that I have free of charge. So I just want to drop that little story on y'all, man, before I get ready to head on in and see if I have time to go to the gym and see if I can feel like it, first of all. Work done got slow again, just all of a sudden. My work based on the weather a lot too. If the ships can't come in due to weather situations or whatever, this is my second day working this week, today Thursday. And I hate it. When I'm working, I do real good. It's like trucking. Anybody in trucking knows feast or famine. When I'm working, good. When I'm not working, I have to take what I made when I was working and maintain off that until we pick up again. I learned those skills on the street. Ain't that ironic? I learned how to do this before I even got into this, being a street hustler. That's crazy, ain't it? But anyway, are you the man you want for your daughter? Are you being that man for somebody else's daughter? Are you sitting up saying talking that shit like a lot of these guys do? But all women want, all these hoes want is somebody to pay their bills. All these hoes want, and yes, there are women out here like that don't deserve no help. That ain't the majority, player. And if they like that, why you with them? If your woman is like that, why you with her? If you ain't got sense enough to pick a woman that wants you for you and love you, and you don't mind helping her and taking care of her, why you with her? Is my question. Why you with a woman, laying up with her, getting her pregnant, and all this type of stuff that you don't feel she worthy to take care of, though? But you sticking your pipe in her. She ain't good enough to take care of and help and provide for her. But you risking your life in her. But I ain't finna help that motherfucker. She can give you something that'll kill you, but you ain't finna help her pay no bills. You ain't getting her shit, cause then I'll be weak. Wonder what my homeboy gonna say about me. They know I was helping her getting her money. Little boy thoughts. But anyway, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Bye.